How to support someone if they have had gastric bypass or bariatric surgery and they want to be supported mentally, either before surgery or after surgery. Today, I want to talk about 5 different things that really helped me out when I had my surgery, prior to surgery and afterwards. So I want to just talk about that mental wellness, the mental wellness surrounding bariatric surgery. Have you had surgery? If so, drop me in the comments. Let me know your success with your bariatric surgery. And also, was there a time that you felt like you just wanted to be supported? And maybe there was somebody that wasn't supportive to you. So this video, I really wanted to point out how you can support someone and how that can be so helpful, and basically share how it was helpful for me. If you have not met me before, my name is Anna Olson, and I had gastric bypass 5 years ago, and I have been very successful with my surgery and keeping the weight off. So what I do is help people have long-term success with their unique journey of weight loss with bariatric surgery. All right, so let's talk about the 5 different things that you can do to support someone in their mental wellness before and after surgery. So let's talk about, first of all, when somebody comes to you and says something about they're thinking about having the surgery, or they have already had the surgery and they need somebody to help them answer some questions, the best thing you can do is to absolutely just help them do the research that they are trying to find the answer to. Help them do the research. Help them figure out what are the questions that they have and help them do the research. I know for myself, I did not have somebody personally that I was talking to. However, I did have some medical staff that were there and answered my questions. And also, I was very savvy myself to make sure that I get my questions answered before I said yes to this or said no to that or whatever it was. Did you have questions that were not answered when you prepared for your surgery or after your surgery and you wanted some research or you wanted answers to some questions? Did you have some questions? Let me know what they were in the comments, and I will come back and talk about it. Would love to hear from you. Would love to hear from you. And don't be shy. If you're watching me live, please say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. Number 2 is listen. Listen. There is, as I understand it, there's 3 ways to listen. There is listen to respond. So you're not really hearing what the person is saying. And then there is listen to understand. And then finally, there is just simply listening. What if you were in front of someone and they are telling you their worst moments, and all you were to do is listen? You are not to respond. You are not to open your mouth and say a word. That is just listening. That's what that's all about. Sometimes that is okay. Other times, ask the person. Well, you might say, well, how do I know what they want? Well, you would ask the person, what do you want from me right now? Do you want me to listen to understand? Do you want me to just listen? Or do you want my opinion? Do you want my response? And if they want your response, then you're going to listen to respond. If they want you to understand where they're coming from, then you're going to listen and you're going to ask clarifying questions only. And finally, if they just want you to listen, then that is what you need to do. I know that is extremely hard for some people, is to just listen. However, it is the best way to for that other person to really get out what they want to say. They don't want to be interrupted with a question. They don't want to be having to explain. They just want to tell you what it is that they're wanting to get off their chest. Okay. So there's the 3 types of listening. So that's a really good way to support someone. Next is number 3 is make sure that let's go back to the listening. I have a question for you on the listening thing. Have you ever felt like you were attempting to talk to someone about something, and after the conversation, you felt like they didn't even hear what I said? They didn't even understand what I was saying. They didn't hear me, all of that. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I know it certainly has happened to me. And I also know that sometimes people do not recognize what is happening. The conversation goes in a completely different avenue than what I was expecting it to go. And so it's really important to know ahead of time what it is that you are, and as the person that is giving the information, it's important for you to put that out there. What is your expectations of that other person? So it goes both ways. It definitely does go both ways. All right, back our number 3 is join them. How can you support them? Join them in their lifestyle. Maybe it's as simple as making some adjustments in your lifestyle so that they can feel more supported in their new lifestyle. This bariatric surgery is a major surgery, and there's a lot of emotions that go with it, and there's a lot of pain that goes with it, and discomfort that goes with it. That's where the mental side, the mental wellness, needs to be supported and needs to be recognized and dealt with, and not just push them down, I have seen that so many times, and that's dangerous. That is so dangerous, because first of all, they wanted something better. They decided to go for this surgery because they wanted something better for their life. So you want to make sure that you support that and that you figure out what it is that you can do to help them out. Now, as the person that had the surgery, you must be able to communicate to people what it is that they can do to support you. Again, it goes both ways. I, for myself, was very private about it. Most of my friends, people I considered friends at that time, did not even know that I had the surgery. I was too scared to tell anyone. And some of the people that I did tell, one of the comments that I got from somebody when I said, well, I'm in the hospital, I just had gastric bypass surgery. And her comment was, oh, I thought you had forgotten about that. Really? This was important to me. This decision was so important to me, and you thought I had forgotten about that? Yeah, that hurt. That hurt. Don't diminish what they tell you. Don't diminish it. Your question might be, how can I support you? How can I support you? Very simple that way. And that is how you can support them in the lifestyle changes. Join the movement. Join the movement. I know for my family, my children not as much, but my husband has really joined me in the way that I eat these days. And that's why I'm as successful with this as I am. We made a lifestyle change in our home, not just me. We did it together, and he's enjoying it as well as me. So it works for us. And if I can support you in some way for your situation, drop me a comment and we will connect, because it is so important that the people around you are supportive in your decision to have the surgery and to support you in the long run. I mean, this is not as anybody that has had the surgery, this is not a short-term thing. This is something that you will work on the rest of your life. At least I do. I mean, it's not the surgery was a tool that I used to lose the weight. However, it doesn't the surgery doesn't keep the weight off. That is still work that I'm doing on a constant daily basis. Okay. Number 4 is avoid talking about their weight unless they want to talk about their weight. I know there were times, I mean, when I first had the surgery and I had lost 20 pounds, what I really, really, really wanted to do was to tell someone how excited I was about losing 20 pounds. However, nobody in my life really even, well, I shouldn't say nobody. I think my husband noticed. Otherwise, nobody in the besides my husband noticed that I had lost weight until after I had lost 40 pounds. Then they were like, "Wait a minute, what are you doing? What's happening? What did you do? What did you do?" You know? And some people were very supportive when I said I had gastric bypass, and others were like, "Oh, you're one of those." Really? Really? It took a lot. It took a lot of courage, took a lot of pain, and a lot of discomfort to get where I was. And all you can say is, "Oh, you're one of those?" Words are as sharp as a knife. So be careful what words you use to support someone that is either thinking about having gastric bypass or has had gastric bypass or some kind of bariatric surgery. Very, very important. And this video is about supporting those people, not tearing them down. So be careful with your words. And number 5 is to celebrate the new way of life. Celebrate the person, celebrate their successes. One of the breakthroughs that I've had in the last few months is, or actually last few weeks, is the fact that I do not celebrate my successes enough. I am so used to reaching a goal and then moving on to the next goal without celebrating what I just achieved. And I have to work on that. I have to work on that. So I'm much quicker. I am much quicker at supporting someone else that is going or that has had a win and or reached a goal. I'm ready to celebrate them. However, I don't do that so much for myself. So yeah, that's a change I need to make in my life. I need to celebrate the small wins, celebrate along the way, and your life can be so much happier. And finally, the thing that I really wanted to talk or to add to all of this, another way to support your mental wellness is to add some supplements, add some gut health and mental wellness supplements into your diet. Sure, right after surgery, you're going to follow the doctor's orders and you're going to do exactly what they say to do. However, in the long run, you want to add some supplements to your daily regimen. Your gut has been drastically revised, and having good gut health will change. Healing your microbiome will change your mental stability and your mental wellness. So that is really, really important to add in there. If you have any questions about this, any of these steps, make sure to drop them in the comments below, And for some reason, I cannot see comments at this point. I will come around and respond to all comments. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I hope that this was helpful for you and that you got some value from this. So yeah, that's what I have for you this evening. Have a great night, and we'll see you on the next video.